It's really dark in here. Holy Christmas, why is it dang dark? I'll brighten it up a little bit. It's really dark. Brighten it up a little. It's really dark in here. Any of these brighten up the scene a little bit? I'm trying to see if there's any filters that could brighten this up. It's kind of dark. To be honest, a little dark. Pop kind of works. Oh, no, don't stop streaming. Why is it doing that? Let's try that. Oh, hi. Welcome to my stream. I'm Coaster. I'm doing some costume making today, fursuit building. I'm going to be furring this costume here, getting this head all finished. It's got a moving jaw. Trying to get it done by this weekend. It's got posable eyebrows. I'm lining the head. I'm actually putting a liner inside of it. So it's going to have a blue silk liner inside. It's going to be super comfortable. It fits the commissioner. And it's going to have a zipper in the back so you can easily slip it on and slip it off with no issues. It also has a pair of glasses. I've got to find where I put those, but they perch right here on the nose and they're magnetic. So are the eyebrows. Eyebrows are magnetic. So you just go, just pop those suckers on. So you can pose them, get different poses with them. You can get super angy boy if you want. Super angy. He's really angy. So anyway, get a look at that. If it's too dark in here, I will try to adjust the lighting because it's, why the frick is it so dark in here? Like, why is it so dark? But yeah, I just thought I'd stream a little bit this afternoon before I go to my day job, which I'd rather be doing costume building and streaming and content making, but I can't support myself on that just yet, so gotta go do a regular job too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some more lighting in here for you because it's really dark. Why the frick is it so dark in here? Okay, I have returned. I have returned because it's very dark. That's the downside of filming in the daytime with a window behind you is it gets so dang dark. Let's see, I wonder if I could get the camera to position differently. See, if I could do this, then it might. That still doesn't do the thing. So, you know what we'll do? We'll just get some more light for you. Save the day. Save the world. But it's just so dang dark. It's like my old fursuit building streams when I used to film at night. It's a whole world difference when you film in the daytime. Look, you have light. Now you can see me. This feels like a torch light. I want to try to keep up with comments too. Live chat. Dragon Boy. Think it's a little bit small? You mean the fursuit head? You think the fursuit head is small? Hey, that's a good thing though. That's actually a good thing. Because you don't want them too large. Because then they become heavy if they're too large. Which lighting should I go with? We'll just go with good old daylight. Some good old daylight. Okay. Good. I'll just sit that here. Hopefully the light doesn't die. It's just so damn dark. Why is it so dark? Why is it so dark? I could just sit it here. Spooky. Spooky season. Oh, wait, duh. I've got a floor lamp right here. Why am I not turning this on? There. Does that help? The floor light? The floor lamp? Hopefully that helps a little bit. One of the downsides to filming in the daytime. Hope the music's not too loud. Let me know if the music is too loud and I will adjust it accordingly. But today we are filming putting a liner in this fursuit head that I have over here. I put a lot of bells and whistles into this. The nose is magnetic. The nose actually comes off, so you can put other types of noses on. So that's a thing. So that'll be kind of cool. Okay, so get organized here. Save the day. I will try to keep up with chat. Chat's going to be a little hard to do since I'm on mobile this time. Normally I'm not on mobile. Normally I have a little laptop that I can follow along in. But try to do that. I'll try to keep up the best I can. Coaster, can I give you a can you give me a shout out? Is this Susan that makes the shoes? Susan that makes the painted shoes? I think this is Susan that makes the shoes. If I am correct, Susan that makes the shoes. If any of you are interested in following, there's a Susan Creations. They do custom. They're like they're not Vans, but there's something kind of like the slip-on basic white shoes. And what they do is they will customize them to your want, like whatever artwork or character design you want on those. They give a really high quality hand painted acrylic design on those, and they look great. They look really, they pop. I think they've done SpongeBob. I think they've done Steven Universe. They've done quite a bit of different designs, and they have their own little business. If you don't check out their stuff on our channel, check them out. Pretty nice. So I'm using a rusty knife in this video, and these are my little paperweights. Real silver. So. Any of you wonder what real pure silver sounds like? Whoops. That's pure silver. They make really nice paperweights for holding your patterns down. So, okay, I sure hope you can see me. I feel like this lighting is just awful. I feel so bad this lighting is so horrible. So I could do this. And maybe... Oh wait, I know what to do. See if I do this and try to make that my center focus. Dang it, this is really tricky. I've never had this much trouble trying to film in the daytime. Let's just do it like this. Does that help? At least we're not... But now you can't see what I'm working on. Gosh dang it. Technology. I could just adjust the lighting. Yep, you're welcome, Susan, you're welcome. Can I just do the lighting here? Dim the darkness, darken the dim. You know what? I don't think this thing's going to let me do a darn thing, so I'll just run with what I have and then just try to make it work. Maybe get a little closer. That sometimes helps. Okay. Now my head's cut off, but you know, you're here to see the art. You're here to see the fursuit making, not my face. So, yeah, you're supposed to see my face anyways. You see one face, you see them all, right? Yeah. This is me outside of fursuits, and some of you have seen my videos on my YouTube channel, and of course, Coaster is a femboy fox, so the attire is a lot different than what I'm wearing now. Right now, I'm wearing my more masculine clothing, because you know you gotta fit into society when you have a profession as well. So anyway, but then when you're a full-time YouTuber, you can do whatever the heck you want on your channel, as long as you're not like breaking the law or something. So this character, whoops, frick, I lopped his freaking nose off. He does have a tongue. The tongue's magnetic. Let me go and show you those really fast, and then we'll get to the lining. Holy freaking chicken nuggets! I just knocked my light over. I should have gotten a proper base for it. But here it is. Here is one of the tongues we have. Made that myself for the fursuit. It's magnetic, and so you can get the silly, stuff like this, basically. So you go yeah off to the side. You do stuff like that with it if you want to be really silly. Doesn't flop a whole lot, but I think that's fine because I feel like it shouldn't flop too much because. I don't know. I just feel like floppy tongues are fine, but I feel like they're too lifeless when they don't have any kind of rigidity to them at all. Because real tongues don't just flop out of your mouth, you know, like real tongues. But you got this one. This is the small blep tongue. So yeah, I like this one a lot. Is it posable? I'm trying to remember if I made it posable. No, I did not make it adjustable. But you can stick it from the side. So yeah, you got all those kinds. I think this is the best one. I really like this one a lot. Kind of reminds me of the fursuiter Ragtime a little bit. If any of you are on YouTube back in the 2010s, there was a fursuiter named Ragtime, and the YouTube channel was called Rain Foxy. I think it was the YouTube channel. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of Ragtime a little bit. Alright, I've never lined a head like this before. Like, post-production. That's without the eyebrows, by the way. So you get some big following eyes. They'll follow you everywhere. But this is how we're going to do it. So we're going to take the head like this. We're going to take some Glad shrink wrap. We're going to take some masking tape, which I definitely have some somewhere, which should be right over here. Masking tape, where are you? Masking tape. Where the frick did you go? Masking tape, come back. Oh my gosh. Like, I had several rolls of masking tape. Hang on a second. I'm having an ADHD moment. Give me just a second. This is what happens when you're unmedicated. Masking tape. Hello, masking tape. We're using painter's tape. It's fine. Well, you know what? I can't find any. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to use this. Some of you in chat that may be fursuit makers may be clutching your heart right now, but this is painter's tape. It's like masking tape, but better. Cost more. I don't want to use this, but I don't have any masking tape. And I'm not using duct tape because duct tape is kind of like, it can stick to stuff you don't want it to stick to. This stuff will peel off and it won't damage your surface, which is super nice. And, oh, mother trucker. I forgot to turn my alarm off on my phone. We're back. I had to turn off my alarms on my phone. That was really scary, because if the alarm goes off, it crashes the stream, and we don't need that to happen. So yeah, we're back. I'm sorry about the delay. Sorry about that. So what we're doing for this here is I'm going to line the head with some plastic wrap first, and then I'm going to put some of the tape on it that helps keep the pattern rigid, helps me draw out the design. And then we should have a proper design, so... Oh dear God, I hope this works. You know what? I'm not using this. I'm going to just go ahead and go with the tape. Because it's painter's tape, and painter's tape doesn't stick to foam. In theory. I mean, technically it doesn't, so... Try it, see if it works. It's kind of like making a duct tape dummy, where you just stick it and go. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this part back together. Temporarily weld this back together. I got ahead of myself when I was creating this, and I didn't, like, keep this together. I should have just kept it together, so... I'll just do that. Stick it together. Yeah, it's... Oh, it sticks to the fleece, kind of, but it doesn't stick to the foam very much, so... I guess it's kind of a win-win situation. Yeah. I gotta get better at making heads. I feel like I didn't do very good on this one. But it's a learning experience. I feel like I'm always learning stuff. Oh wait, let's just stick it up here first. There we go. Yes, I do talk. I talk to myself a lot, if anybody's wondering. I mean, it's better than talking to objects, I suppose. Some people talk to objects. Like, if they, especially if they get frustrated, they'll start talking to objects. They'll be like... Or they'll talk to their car, or they'll talk to their phone when it doesn't work. I just talk to myself. Because there's always me, myself, and I to answer. So, let's see. I keep knocking my light over. It's a light stick, in case anyone's wondering. A nice LED light stick. Let's check comments here. I'm looking at the screen. I feel like I'm looking at the next... Oh, yeah. He brought out the drywall special for this one. Oh, yeah, I'm heading to work, too, soon. Lunatic for life. Yeah, hope you have a good day at work. I'm going to be heading to work, and... Gosh. I don't want to go to work. I want this to be my work. I want YouTube to be my job. So I don't have to clock in and have to, like, cover someone else's shift. Like, oh, good gosh, man. Just let this be my job. So everybody, I'm pinning this back together. to help with the patterning. So yeah. I know I said I wasn't going to use duct tape. I'm only using it on the outside, so I can actually keep the head together. I gotta keep the, this is where the zipper is, so I don't want this to separate. I really, really don't want that to separate. By the way, how do you like the music that's playing? Can you hear it okay? Is it a good choice of music? I figured since it's getting cooler weather, why not break out some of the scary, spooky music a little bit? Yeah, it's copyright free, so why not, you know? Hey. Oh, yeah. I know lately I've been doing a lot of, they're called waxing streams, and basically what I've been doing is I've been having it where chat can, however amount of donations is raised, I would wax the hair off my body, so that was been a little thing I've been doing. So I'm kind of going back to this now a little bit, to fursuit building, because I gotta do some fursuits, and I figured why not hang out with everybody while we're building fursuit stuff. If anybody would like to see those live streams, some people think they're pretty hilarious, and I think you'll find them pretty fun too. We did 3 of them so far. So it's pretty cool. Wax just about everything. Like 80% waxing of the body. There's a lot of reaction to it. I imagine some of you were probably there in chat. Let's see here. Try to keep up on chat here. Live messages. YouTube only pays in likes. You can't buy a cheeseburger with likes. I mean, true. It's about that sweet AdSense. That AdSense money. That'd be nice if YouTube paid with likes. Like, actually, you could buy stuff with likes. Like, actually turn the likes and redeem them into actual currency. Kind of like, what? Somebody does that. I don't know. Is it Twitch that does that? Like, after so many, like, things you earn, you can actually redeem it for cash. I don't know if it's Twitch or if it's some kind of video game I'm thinking about. Can all of you see what I'm doing? I want to make sure you can actually see what I'm doing. I can jack up the camera just a little for you, too. I feel like I owe you some jacking here. Jack up the camera. There you go. And then we'll tip down the camera. And now you can actually see what I'm working on. How's that? Better? Maybe it's better. For the scissors here I'm using, I have 3 different kinds of scissors I use for fursuit building. Sometimes 4, but mostly 3. These are the multi-tools. Multi-tools are only used, well, basically for everything, except foam. Foam, I have a separate pair of scissors. They're called my foam scissors. They're extra sharp, and I use them specifically for cutting foam and only foam. I have fabric scissors. They're bigger, and they have a spring inside of them, so I don't have to get cramps in my hands. Only used for cutting fabric. Just pretty cool. It helps. All right, everybody, so for this, I'm creating that pattern I was talking about. There is a cool thing you can do with foam that I was wondering about, but I didn't know if it was true. You can actually sew foam. I know, right? You can actually sew it. How do I know this? Because there is a fursuit head base downstairs that a friend of mine gave to my mate and I for, like, they had extra fursuit supplies and they tossed in some things. And the liner is sewn to the foam on the inside. So it's like perfectly flush with the foam. No hot glue, it's just sewn directly to the foam. I'm like, how the heck did they do that? So I'm going to experiment with that, see if I can do the same thing. Because it looks really good, like really, really professional. So, heck yeah. I made some good liners, but that looks really good. I think it looks really, really good. So yeah. Doing that. Decisions. Do I cover that or do I not? Are engineering issues I'm having right now. Do I cover this vent or leave it open? I want to cover it on the inside because I'm using Lycra, and Lycra is breathable, and I think that's fine. On the outside, it will not be covered. The vent will be completely exposed, visible, but camouflaged. So I think that's cool. I think that's pretty neat. We'll check comments here. Sorry, I'm kind of difficult on catching up with comments. Big brain means big smart, but also means mental illness. I mean, hey, some of the smartest people in the world were mentally ill, so... Actually, that's the thing, too, that some of the greatest geniuses of our time were insane. So, hey, you know, whatever pays the bills, right? Yay. I mean, think of the Romans, you know, and the Greeks and all, drinking out of lead cups. And look at this, look what they created, the structures and like the languages and the alphabets and all that stuff. They were poisoning themselves with lead. You gotta thank the Romans for being some of the first people to have working plumbing, hot tubs, aquifers, crazy stuff, you know. And then you got England in the 1600s, and they don't even have working plumbing yet. You got the Romans for 1,000 years already had plumbing. Let's see here. That's looking pretty good. Let's see here. So it's actually cool to bathe in macaroni and cheese. Hey, people bathe in mud. People bathe in silly putty. You've seen this? You've seen the YouTube video where the guy is like in a bath of crystal clear silly putty. He's actually in silly putty, and I'm like, that doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Taking a goo bath. Furry goo. Normally people will just line one side of the head on the inside and then flip the design. I want to make sure this is accurate, so I'm doing both sides. Pardon the ominous music. Tis the season. Halloween. Happy Halloween! So the thing about this is there may be some flaws with this patterning, but because the fabric is stretchy, it's forgiving. Very forgiving. We are wrapping it up. We're almost finished. Smashing. So it's looking pretty good. See, that's the thing too, like, the Greeks invented gay. I have no idea. I do know that women had unibrows in ancient Greece. That was considered a sign of beauty, the unibrow. Hey, standards were different then, right? Society was different. The Greek was the modern society. The Silver Age, right? Wait, hold a second. Babylon was the Golden Age. Silver was the Persians. Bronze was the Greeks, and iron was the Roman Age. So the Iron Age was the Romans. So the Greeks were the Brass Age. That's cool. I mean, hey, we still continued the Olympics, so... Olive branch is the sign of peace. The Greek gods are still among us, like, in pop culture. Like, holy frick. We got centaurs, you know, tars in general. When you think of mythology, who do you think of? The Greeks, the Nordics. Not so much the Romans as much, which is odd. But they also think of the Egyptians. It's like the Greeks left a lasting impression with their mythology. I think it's fascinating. Their culture. Definitely lining that because it really could use some polishing. I will say this, next time I build a fursuit head like this, I'm going to get the lining ready first before I do any of the external building. I'll get the base down, and then I'll add the lining, and then I'll add the details, and then I'll add the liner. It looks much cleaner that way. You get a nice, much cleaner design, which I like. Wait a second. I forgot to do something. Hold on a minute. I almost lost my lungs. Something I should have caught from the get-go. But I talk too much. So is anybody thinking of going trick-or-treating this year, or at least have anything you have planned for the spooky season? We're in the Temu age right now. Babylon. That's gossip. The Babel language. King Xerxes. King Nebuchadnezzar. King Belshazzar. I mean, hey, you go back to the Mesopotamian age with the Sumerians, inventors of the wheel. Go back to the time of the cuneiform, when we used to like chisel our notes in stone. Back when the Rosetta Stone was a groundbreaking invention. Hey, you know why the pyramids are still in Egypt? Because the British Museum couldn't carry them away to their museum. They were too heavy. Think about it. That's why the pyramids are still in Egypt, because the British Museum couldn't take it. That's why the Rosetta Stone is in the British Museum, and there's a copy in Egypt, where the Rosetta Stone actually was originally from. If you post that online, the British Museum will like unfollow you or block you from their website. It's kind of funny. All right, this is something that needs to exist. Scissors that have a curved edge at the front. So when you go like this, you can cut across. Because I can't get into the site. I can't get inside the Fursuit head. So I got to use this little thing. So we're going to take the blade out and just go like this. It's a little easier. Safer? Maybe. Maybe. We'll find out. Dang it. Hold on a second. I gotta break this blade. Everybody, watch out. Here we go. There. Wasn't too bad. Had to break the blade. Just like Attack on Titan. Gotta break that blade. Why is the music getting spooky, scary? Because it is scary, spooky music. It's a scary, spooky music playlist. Like, literally, that's what it is. Because I don't know what else to play. Like, it's hard to find good copyright music stuff on YouTube. Because it sounds, a lot of it's like lo-fi. But at least it sounds kind of spooky, and I like that spooky a little bit. Hey, I need a small pair of scissors, darn it. These could work. These might work. These were my absolute favorites until I bent the blade, and now they don't cut anymore. But I could get them to cut again, I think. Yes, I can. Alright, we're going to bend this blade on camera. Here we go. Scissor blade. I hear clicking in the blade, so that means they're touching. I think I can make it work. I'll try this at home. Because I'm being kind of reckless with a razor blade, so. So, as you know, scissors, their blades actually curve towards each other. They'll actually curve like this towards the tip. And one of these is not curved enough. Gosh dang, it's so hard to see with this lighting. I think it's this one. Yeah, this blade is nearly completely straight, so we gotta bend it. We have to bend it towards the other blade. Oh dear, I don't hurt myself. Did I get it? It's bent a little bit, just a tiny bit. I need a freaking vise or something, you know? Bend that sucker. Hear that clicking? That little click? That's a burr. That is a burr on the blade. I can get rid of it because I have a scissor sharpener. I just want these blades to touch a little bit more. I guess I'll have to put it on the table and just bend it with my sheer willpower. Got it. Got it to bend. I think we just saved these pairs of scissors. I think they're usable again. Okay, cool. Let's try them out. Let's actually go over to the scissor sharpener and see if I can sharpen these suckers. Because what you do not want to see is there's a gap of light through here. You do not want to see a gap of light through the blade. There's a small gap. Okay, a little bit more, and we'll be good. Okay. Ooh. It's okay. No harm done. Just the light falling over again. I'm gonna grab the scissor sharpener, and I'll be right back. And that'll check messages, because I know chat's talking, and I'm trying to not ignore you. I don't want to ignore my chat. Ah! Okay, good. Got the light to stay. Be right back. Woo! Okay, so here's what I like so much about this. This is from Fisker, the Fisker brand. These are, of course, professional scissor sharpeners. So if you got dull scissors, run it through this thing a few times, and it'll make them like brand new. 3 times. Ready? Just like this. Go. 1, 2, and... Ooh, let me try it one more time. Sorry. And they are brand new again. I don't know what to use to show you, but they do cut, so see, they're super sharp. Let's try these. See how these do. They should work still. Scary head on floor. Oh, Tom Nemeko, that's fine. Take your time. Take your time. You don't have to worry. I'm only going to be here a little bit longer because I'm trying to do some work before I have to go to my day job, which I don't want to go. I'd rather be doing more stuff like this, but soon I'll be a full-time content creator and won't have to do this anymore. All right, we're going to sharpen these now. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. One more time for good luck. The burr is almost gone. I can still hear the burr, but it's almost gone. I'm trying to get rid of that burr on these scissors. I got a little too aggressive with these one day and kind of messed up my scissors, but mother trucker, they're sharp. Ooh, they're wicked, wicked sharp. Let's see if they cut. Oh, they cut so nice. Let's see if they cut at the tip. They do cut at the tip. That's like how you can tell if a pair of scissors is good, if they can cut all the way to the tip of the scissors. And they do. They do cut all the way to the tip. So, you can see that there. They cut all the way to the tippy tip of the scissors. All right, I just brought these scissors back from the dead. Like, they're back. Like, I am never going to like be saying that stuff that people say on like TikTok, like they say, instead of saying like dead, they'll say unalive. I'm like, frick, people, you just use your words, use your language, don't be afraid to speak. Put the community guidelines, frick, the stuff, man. Do this. There we go. Put my blade back inside of the cutter here. Alright. I can use the scissors again! Yes! Scissors are back! Scissors. Can I actually cut with these? Yay, I can! I can actually cut with the scissors! These are right-handed scissors, so I can't switch to the left hand. There is a difference. There actually is a difference. Yeah, I also use these for foam when they worked. Now I can use them again, which I'm so happy about. I never thought I'd get these back in working order again. But there was hope. I'm just trying to smooth off this rough edge. Okay, let me just give the head a tap. Because we don't want that liner to be all bumpy and nasty. We want it to be smooth as butter. Alright, that looks pretty good. That looks really good. Smooth out this part. Okay, that should do it. Alright, we can continue adding our liner to this. Let's see, everything else looks good. I'm sure it doesn't like poke the wearer in the face. Any rough edges or anything, so we'll smooth those out too. Yeah, these scissors still aren't quite what they should be, but they are working a little bit. Foam scissors, join me. Foam scissors. They look the same, but they don't act the same. They have a heavier cut. Yes, sir. Heavier cuts. Now they're wicked sharp, like wicked sharp. They could cut through the national debt, they're that sharp. Okay, that looks really nice and smooth. Sweet daddy potato. This is for the comfort of the wearer, of course. We want nice and smooth. Because this fursuit head will be used with glasses. The wearer has glasses, and they want a head that accommodates the glasses, so there's a big cutout inside of here that allows plenty of room for the glasses, but we also want the edges to be smooth, so there's no, like, pressure points. We don't want pressure points on the cheeks or anything like that, so. Hence the trimmings. Mother trucker, I'm messing up. But it's for the greater good, so. Dang, this music really got creepy. Right, good. Check the other side. I think it looks pretty good. I think I'm satisfied with the way that looks. Yes, sir. I like that. Okay. And then, of course, before I do the liner itself, I'll give the head a good vacuum, and that'll take care of all of that. So, basically, we're just about done with the lining. The patterning of the lining, I should say. Okay. Without further ado, let's continue. Checking chat. How sturdy is the foam? Well, there's two kinds being used. Here, this will help answer your question. Okay. This will help answer your question. So, this here is your standard cushion foam. This stuff here is called low density foam. It's very squishy, has a lot of give. Sorry for the dust. This one's been sitting in my workshop for a little bit, but this one here, very stretchy, lots of give, very lightweight, will degrade with time because it's foam, and of course foam doesn't last forever. However, this can. This is much more durable. This is called high density foam. It does weigh more. It is far more dense. It also stretches, but it's also firmer. This is how you can tell. So, they try to find similar length in pieces, but moreover, just see how rigid it is? It's very rigid. Still soft, but more rigid. This is very floppy, very floppy. The next step up is MVA foam. This is the same stuff you would find in gym floor mats, like the kind you would get from like the Home Depot or Lowe's. These are also the same material that you would find in craft stores known as foamies. And that is the difference here. This is incredibly rigid. It's durable, very durable, but it's so rigid you can use this for super long parts. You can use this for cosplay armor. You can carve it, you can burn it, you can paint it, you can do a lot with it. You can't do that with this foam, but you can do it with this. Yeah. I could do a really quick demonstration of what I'm talking about. This is what you do. Take a butane torch, turn it on. Your foam, your MVA foam, has these little small pores in it, and you don't want that exposed. The pores are kind of like what you would see in regular foam, the little tiny holes, little air bubbles. You can seal these, and this is how you do it. Turn on your torch, and just gently go over the surface, back and forth. And that little passive heat now seals the pores, makes it a little shiny. See if you can see there, but now you can paint it, and it will actually stay on top of the surface and not soak down into it. Yeah, and that helps you add your sealers. You can add your things like, you can add, what the frick, what's it called? Enamels. You can add enamel paint to it. So yeah, this is unsealed, this is sealed, and you can just, like I said, with the blowtorch, a little butane lighter, just go back and forth across the surface, and it seals the surface. And you do that before you paint it. Try not to burn it, but you can get different colors. You can actually get the dark gray, and that's what a lot of cosplayers will use. It doesn't show up any of the little tiny scorch marks, and it seals really well. You can paint it and use it for your craft materials. Nearly every single piece of cosplay suit armor that you've seen, that's like shoulder pads, gauntlets, is foam like that. It's just been painted and sealed. And then also there's another thing called Warbler. It's a lot more expensive, but it's wafer thin. You can heat it and shape it for super lightweight, super delicate, intricate. It looks like metal. It's so thin, it's so lightweight, and it's durable. It's like almost like an acrylic. But it's like, oh my gosh, like for a roll of it this big, it's like $100. Or even more. It's ridiculous. But it's really good. It can go a long way too. And that doesn't degrade. It keeps its shape really nice. That's called Warbler. And I have some. I got it on sale. Drop something. Okay. Hopefully that helps, that explanation of like the different kind of foams. But this is durable, like literally, like nothing's coming off except anything magnetic, because that's of course a magnet. Oh, listen to that sound. A little click. Kind of cool. Okay, back to this because I'm wasting time. Sorry about that. Don't mean to waste time. I'm being a time waster. I don't want to be a time waster. I got scared. Frick, man. I got really scared. This stuff is not really sticking that well inside the head. I hope this works. Dang it. I mean, it's not supposed to stick super well, but I hope it sticks enough to this. I do hope so. Yeah. Also, I will have more videos coming out soon. I'm just got to catch up with this. I will be going to Western PA for a weekend coming up in October here, so if anyone else is going, I hope to see you there. It's outside of Pittsburgh, and it's from, what the frick, it's from the 5th to the 9th, I think it is. So yeah, if anybody's going or would like to go, check it out at westernpa3weekend.org. You can find information about it there. Outdoor festival type thingy. So yeah. It's like a con, it's like a convention, but it's outdoors. Very nice. It's like a retreat. outdoor retreat. I think of a furry barbecue, but one that lasts for 4 days, and you do have a hotel room, and you do have like food. Food is provided, drinks, and all those kind of things. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Live chat. Oh, Aoric Virus in 86. Hi, welcome to chat. Welcome, and thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Hope you've been doing well. Oh yeah, I hope I get it finished too. Yeah, I definitely want to get this done before Wapafwa. I'm like trying so hard to do this. I've been having I guess you call it some people call it, it's like a ADHD block. A block in HD, but yeah. It's because I'm not medicated. I think I need professional diagnosis, but I'm not medicated, and I think I have ADHD really bad. And I'm not medicated, so the things that give me motivation to actually work on stuff is panic, and when deadlines get really close is when suddenly I'm able to work on stuff. It's really frustrating. I hate that. I don't like doing that to myself. It's like the only way I can actually freaking function on anything. It scares me a lot. It's come along. Yeah, because I scared myself today into working on this. I'm like, your reputation is at stake. If you don't get this done, people want to, like, say bad things about you. I'm like, I know I need to get this done. So panic is a great motivator. If you have ADHD, oh my gosh, it's a good motivator. Panic, caffeine, music. Music helps a lot. Music really helps me keep the wind in my sail. My alarm should be going off soon, right? Darn it. It will be going off soon. Dang it. I don't want to stop working on my stuff here. Dang it. I don't want to go to my job. Man. My day job. I don't want to cut turkey for people. Ah! Oh my gosh. Heck yeah. So how does the fur attach? MVA foam. I want to answer your question for MVA foam. MVA foam is used for outdoor feet paws. It does not last forever because the outdoor surface that a person walks on can, of course, tear up the bottom of your feet paws. But it's easy to replace. It's very commonly used. You don't have to use it. You can use other materials, but it's pretty durable for the most part. I would say that if you're going to go out on like concrete or pavement, don't make the feet paws themselves out of the MVA foam. Get sandals, get Fursuit sandals that are made from it. So that way you can have really cutesy feet paws on the bottom and have those really cool designs. And then you can just slip MVA or I can't remember, MVA foam sandals over top of the feet paws, and they just strap over the tops, and it keeps your feet paws looking really great. So that way when you go into like a carpeted area or you're indoors, you can take off the sandals and then show off your toe beams. Hope that makes sense. My maid has a pair of those too. They're downstairs, and they keep her feet paws from getting all nasty in the outdoor area. You can also make those out of silicone, a durable hard silicone. That can also work. Silicone tends to dull, like its luster tends to dull over time, but they can be used for outdoor feet paws too. Just letting you know, they can also be used. Yeah. It's kind of like sacrificing aesthetic and comfort for durability. You can have a balance, but it's really what you're looking to get out of it. The closer you get to that perfect balance, you may end up having more expense. But if you can go with the more durable option, it might not look as nice, might be cheaper, but it's more durable. Yeah, but the nice thing about the MVA is that you can always replace it. It's easy to replace. Why does this sound like Egyptian, like ancient Egyptian music? That's interesting. Spooky music. Forbidden sarcophagus. Okay, I want to run to the restroom really fast. Just give everybody just a heads up really quick. I will not be long. I'm going to be right back. I have returned. I have returned. It's not just an empty chair anymore. There is a person here too. Ah, I have returned. Hi. Welcome everybody. Welcome back. I'm sorry for the little delay. Had to run to the restroom. Do the restroom thing. Okay, so I do not have to leave until 1 o'clock, so I'm going to adjust the alarm to not go off in the next 3 minutes. But instead, go off in the next, what? Ah! I don't want to sell my soul to my job. Heck no. So that'll give us another 30 minutes to enjoy the company. There we go. What's the battery life on this phone? 48%. That'll be enough. That'll be perfect. That's my first time doing this with a fursuit head. I do that so often with different designs. I'll come like, hey, this is my first time trying this. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, why is it always the first time I try something? It's like scary. Scary to me. Scary to my family. Scary to my everything. Kind of like I figure out the issues, the problems as I go along. Because since I never did this before, I have nothing to go on as like a backlog. It's the first time trying this new lining method, which I think it'll work out. Just a new way to line a fursuit head. Yes, I am using painter's tape. I wasn't going to, but I couldn't find the right kind of tape. So, next best thing, you know? I would prefer to use masking tape, but I didn't have any, so yeah. You know how it is. Stick that inside the eye. For some of this, I'll probably just add fleece, because fleece is amazing for lining stuff, like around some detailed areas that you can't get your other fabric in, so I think I'll just add fleece to that. So yeah, that's not too bad. Can I just leave that part alone and just... Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. Get some fleece in there. Cool. Awesome. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool. Also, those that are new to chat, hi, welcome to the little chat I'm fursuit making today. You probably don't see that too often on YouTube, but YouTube, we're doing a little fursuit making, and what I'm doing is I'm lining the fursuit head. I'm putting a little silk liner inside of it, but I'm taping it up first so I can get a pattern that custom fits the liner. Make sure it fits nice and tight and smooth, nice and smooth. There we go. Heck yeah. Get her done. Good stuff here. Got a little scary, spooky music in the background for you, just in case any of you are into the mood. Blusky and Roulette. Nuclear Biscuit, I like that name. Oh, somebody's from South Africa? I think somebody in the chat's from South Africa. Josh. Hey, one day you'll be able to check it out. And Blusky, thank you so very much. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you so very much. And I hope to make a bunch more. I hope to branch out with other things on YouTube as well. So I want to start going more mainstream with my content. It's just I always keep coming back to furry content because it's like it's just where I feel the most comfortable. But I do want to actually grow my channel and branch out to other things. And I feel like it's slowly but surely working. It's not an overnight thing. But I feel like some videos where I'm not in fursuit, I feel like it helps solidify people. Like, oh look, there actually is a human being behind the fursuit. It's not just like somebody being a weird person. It's like, well, I mean, you can be weird. You don't have to have a fursuit to be weird. I mean, what's wrong with being weird? Who wants to be average, normal, plain, ordinary? Like, come on. Live a little. Yeah. That tape is not sticking the way I had hoped, so I want to add a little bit of duct tape to the outside. Now this is, of course, I'm kind of really practicing with this method, so I might ultimately end up using duct tape for this. I don't want to use duct tape, but it might be the way to go. You know what? Duct tape might be the way to go. Dang it, I hate like going back on what I said, but I think duct tape might actually work in this case. It really does stick. It really does. How the frick does that even do that? Well, yes, I'm gonna use some duct tape then. I just got a notification from Jacksepticeye. What the heck? What the frick? Jacksepticeye just... A notification from Jacksepticeye. That's interesting. Let's check on visible chat. Busky, you gotta go? Aw, okay. Hope to see you around in the next live stream or YouTube video. If, I heard Josh say you feel like you're the only furry in South Africa. I don't think there's really a lot of furry cons or really furry things in South Africa. However, as time goes on, things do change. Things do adapt and change. Give it some time. I think it's starting. I think it's starting with you. I think it's going to be. I think it'll be the start of something big. Heck yeah. You could even potentially start your own conventions if you want. Just kind of reach out to different like local furs that you think may be in the area. Have a community page for locals in the area that are that you know like things in the furry fandom. You know, you could probably start a whole group that way. I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I'm just going to use duct tape for this, unfortunately. Dang it. Man, I thought I had this all figured out, but it's a learning experience. You know that? It's just a big old learning experience. I'm not going to be upset about me using duct tape. Because it will come off of the phone. Yeah, it comes off pretty easy, actually. But normally I use masking tape. As a rule, I will still go to masking tape. It's more forgiving. Heck yeah. So, how's everybody's September so far? Because I know September's wrapping up, but still a few days left. Did you have time to, like, I guess, enjoy the transition in temperatures and kind of like appreciate like the slowing down of the rush of the day? Because I feel like time is starting to slow down, and that makes me feel good. Like life is kind of letting you catch up a little bit. I feel like we need that. We need to not be so rush all the time. It wants to be rush all the time. Some people like fast pace. I like it. It's a little. You can freaking catch up on stuff, you know. That's what I prefer. I'm just removing some tape from around the eye. Just a little bit of tape. There we go. So I don't damage anything. Wouldn't want to do that. Let's see. Comments here. What time do I head to work? In about... I'm about to check. 15 minutes is when I have to end the stream. About 15 minutes. Yeah. That's not that bad, really. Because I was able to get some work done on this, and that's what counts. That's what makes me feel good. Being able to work on something, get some progress done, you know? Makes me feel good. Because when I'm not allowed to work on stuff and I have to, like, do other things, I'm just like, I feel like I'm losing my life. Like, I feel like my life is waning away. Like, oh my gosh. Because I'm trying to get towards my goals, my dreams of being a full-time content creator. You know, I don't have to be the next Mr. Beast or the next Markiplier, but I want to do the same kind of stuff that they do. I want to have freedom of creativity and not have to stop in the middle of something and have to go to a day job. That's what it is. It's not a career, it's a day job. That's what I do when I leave my streams and I don't make videos. And that's not what I want to do with my life. That's not what gives me purpose. I mean, I find purpose in what I do. I try to find purpose. Try to make a difference, do the best I can at what I do. But that's not what I want to do with my life. Yeah. I'm gonna make a difference. I want to do big things, huge things. But you can't do that by working in a deli. Yeah. Alright, we're almost... I was told about lining fursuit heads. I just want to say I was told about lining fursuit heads by the fursuit maker Splinter Fox Productions. Back when they were kind of getting on their feet, they were just kind of starting out. I used to talk with them a little bit, and they told me about lining the fursuit heads was like one of the most difficult things about making them. And eventually she got to the point where she had it down to a science, and she could just have the liner ready to go, and it would fit perfectly inside the fursuit head. And now she uses it as a template, so she can, like, get her fursuit heads out to people faster. I'm like, that's amazing. Yeah. So I'll just flip that over. Cool. That looks pretty good. Let's see. That's anybody excited about any new games coming up? I know there's going to be some new games coming out soon. Oh, Jude! Hi, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I would say if you are looking to have your own fursuit and you cannot afford it, try to make your own. There are fantastic tutorials. There are free fursuit patterns online. And all you need is a little bit of foam, some cheap fur. You can get some minky. There's a fur called minky. If you can't get minky, use non-pill fleece. It's called non-pill because when you wear it, it doesn't get those little fuzz balls on top of the fleece. If you can't afford fur, you can't afford a ton of supplies, get those. Non-pill fleece, a cheap hot glue gun with some glue sticks, and some upholstery foam, and you can make a fursuit head. You don't even need to make plastic eyes. You can literally have your own vision look through the openings of your fursuit head. It's actually called, I think it's called, I think it's just called real vision. Like, I think it's just really what they call it, where you don't have plastic animated eyes. You just have like your own vision. So it's like a face mask, and it's perfectly acceptable. Like, I've seen people do that. Some people will actually put a little bit of black makeup around their eyes so you don't see the skin around the eyes through the fursuit head, and that way you can have a realistic looking like eyes. Looks like it's a real anthro creature. So you can always try that. The free templates, you can download those. They're on Google. You can look them up. Free fursuit building templates. You'll find it for a head. You'll find it for hand paws. You'll find it for tails. You'll even find it for feet paws. And if you want a full body suit, what you can do is you can take a piece of clothing that you don't care about anymore, an old piece of clothing, get it form fitted, like pinch the areas so it's nice and form fitted, get it tucked up under the arm, tape down those areas, cut it off of your body, and make a pattern from that. You can do that. Yeah. But if you go the classic route of building a fursuit head, like with, let's say you had a few $1,000s to spend, the classic route is you would need to have a reference sheet of your character. What do you want it to look like? You would need to find a maker. You would need to make a duct tape dummy. You would need to send the maker the duct tape dummy. Then you would have to, of course, wait for the supplies to be ordered. You would have to wait for updates, and you'd have to wait to have the suit made. And then you would have to wait to have it mailed. And then, of course, like $2,000 or $3,000 later, you would get it mailed to you, and then you would get to try it on. And that would be your fursuit then. Yeah. You don't have to spend thousands to get a fursuit. You don't have to spend that much. But that's the classic route to go. That's like the tried and true method. So, yeah. You definitely will get a fursuit faster. I mean, not faster, but you'll get it. You'll get a quality fursuit at your door that's durable and like the real deal, the classic way. But if you want it like sooner, you don't want to like do all that stuff. You want to just make it yourself. Yeah, go ahead and just try making it yourself. You can, you know, if you make a mistake, it's a learning step. It's how you get better at your stuff, better at what you do. Yeah. And just try not to use paper or cardboard. If you do, make sure it's sealed. Make sure you spray it with an acrylic sealer so it doesn't absorb moisture. Because you don't want that stuff to get moldy. Definitely don't want that. I'm sure you could understand why. Okay. That's almost done taping the head. I find that I'm very fluid when I work on stuff. I will be like, hey, this definitely goes here, and then I'll just like, ha, I changed my mind, it doesn't go here. I'm very I'm like smoke when it comes to making this stuff, very smoky. This is what we have so far, the inside of the head. All this tape you see is the pattern. We are tracing out the pattern to get this done here. I think we got someone new in chat. Hi, welcome to chat. We'll check messages here. Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't show off the fursuit head properly. This is the one we are creating for a commissioner, and I'm trying to get it done by October 6th. I don't want to wait any longer. That's a red panda. Red panda. The eyebrows are magnetic, so you can actually see those pop on. They are opposable eyebrows. You can do different things with them. You can get Angie Boy. Angie Boy. Do this. Do all kinds of stuff with it. So. I think that's kind of cool. Alright. The thing I noticed about magnets is that if you have a bunch of extras, you have to store them away from other magnets. So if you have these magnets called rare earth magnets or neodymium magnets, the kinds that are used for those eyebrows I just showed, when you store them with, you can store them with other magnets, make sure they're all facing the same way. If you don't, they will start to weaken each other's magnetic field. They start conflicting. And you can actually have that happen if you have a metal, like a table leg that's made of metal, or a nightstand that has something metal on it, and you stick them to it. But if they are stuck to the metal and they're not all facing, so the poles are able to be in sync with each other, they will actually negatively affect each other. I know this because I used to stick magnets, like this tongue here, to my table leg. And I kept them there for about a year. And I went back to them recently and I took them off, and the magnets came off with so much ease. I'm like, oh, that's not good. Magnets should not be coming off of a table leg that easily. I was just like, oh dear. And it was because I had different magnets stuck on there in different orientations on the same table leg, and it was causing interference with the magnetic fields. So now I store them all connected, all the same fields, all the same direction, and they're on one metal pole behind me, and no other magnets are on it. Like, look, it's right here. A nice big, long piece of, whoa, another trucker, where did it go? Right here. So all neodymium magnets, and I can't get it any closer to the camera because it will destroy my phone. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Very strong. Really strong. Oof, yeah. Well, pinch your fingers, it's that strong. Get back to this. God, help me get done this. I want to get done this so bad. But how is everybody doing so far? Oh, the eyes. Oh, yeah, thank you. Aw, thank you. You think I'm a good person? Thank you. I try to be. I want to try to be a good person. Sometimes I don't know how to be a good person. I do try my best. I appreciate that. Thank you. Really all I want is just to make a difference and, you know, just do the best I can and try to help people. So I do appreciate that. Thank you. Just the camera a little bit here. There we go. We're almost done with this patterning. It took longer than I expected. It's because I've never done this before. It's new. Let's see. I've been working, Jude says, I've been working on my very first fursuit head of my main, your main coda, and I've noticed that when I started making a fursuit, I didn't sew anything, and it was all cut and glued. Guys, it's me. Hi, welcome. I'm doing pretty well. I feel better knowing that I can actually work on something today before I go to my day job, so it makes me feel pretty good. Oh yeah, sew your fursuits. Oh yeah. I mean, of course you can try gluing, but gluing is that's part of the process. Because if those seams start showing, it's like, oh snap. Especially if you start to try shaving and then that glue gets stuck up in your trimmers. Oh, that's horrible. That is so bad. There was a fursuit maker known as Fur Fancy back like in 2017, and they did not shave their fursuit heads. They would use scissors. I'm like, how long must that take? But they did a good job with it. I'm like, good grief. And then they started falling apart with their commissions. They like weren't responding to people, and it's just really bad communication. And I guess they don't make them anymore. I'm not sure, but they were called Fur Fancy. Victoria DeMont, I think, was the curator of that business. I think it's been a long time. I think you can still find them on YouTube, actually. Another maker that was once upon a time considered like a top tier maker was Mischief Makers. They were like the creme of la creme. Everybody wanted a Mischief Maker. And I've even been told that my Fursuit head has been mistaken like as a Mischief Maker. People thought, is that a Mischief Maker Fursuit head? Like, no, it's not. It's one I made. Like before Coaster got the updates, like the sultry eyes more so. Look more like a Mischief Maker. I feel like there's almost no Mischief Makers around anymore. Like the Fursuit heads, I feel like they've kind of worn out or just aren't around anymore. It's a shame. Because I actually have, if any of you know who Majira Strawberry is, I actually have a photograph from 2018 where I was, so I had a photo with them in their original Mischief Maker head, Majira 1.0 or 2.0. Yeah, it's the 2016 Majira Fursuit head. So that's the one I was in the photographs with. So I thought that was kind of cool. Get to see it before it's retired. So. Daddy Coaster. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Maybe Daddy Coaster when I'm not in Fursuit. And when I'm in Fursuit, I'm like Baby Coaster or whatever. Coaster's a soft boy. Like, yeah. And of course, I do adjust. My voice does adjust for when I'm in Fursuit a little bit. Like when I'm outside of Fursuit, this is how I talk. When I'm in Fursuit, I talk up here a little bit more up in the upper register range. Because I feel like it adds to the Fursuit. It adds to the thing. So, and then when I'm talking with normal voice, I drop it down a little bit. You know, just a little bit. So, yeah. Yeah. Now, if Coaster is serious, he'll talk in his deeper voice. Yeah. I'll probably just end up fleecing that. Probably. Fleece. But we're almost done with the lighting. Knock the light over again. Why do I keep knocking it over? Oh my gosh, must be vibrations. That's what it is. It's vibrations. Vibrations. Gosh. This head is going to look so amazing when it's done. It's going to look impeccable. It's going to look incredibly impeccable, amazingly amazing. By the way, everybody, did you know? I think Jacksepticeye is secretly a furry. I really do. When he played Security Breach Ruin, the DLC, he absolutely was gushing over Freddy and the Roxy. Like he was talking. He's like, I'm not a furry, but he was just saying like how he thought the characters were smoking hot. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's pretty basic. And he did it like 3 times in that game. Like, holy Christmas! Like, Jack, are you trying to tell us something? Are you trying to like? Jacksepticeye has to have a persona. It's got to be a ferret or a weasel. I think that is his persona. I think Jacksepticeye, if he had a persona, it would be a ferret or a weasel. That's my personal thoughts on that. I think he's definitely that. Some battery percentage. And what time is it? Ooh, it's almost 1. Oh, that's okay. That is quite all right. Venus, I know you gotta get going. That's fine. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, we're We're doing stuff. Lesson learned. Ooh, did something happen to your computer? You said you got a charger malfunction? Never use a tablet charger for a computer. Ooh, is everything okay? Hopefully your computer is in one piece and not two pieces or three. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your computer is okay though. It's staying in one piece. Come on. Lining Fursuit head. I think I'll get it done before I have to get ready to leave. I think I've got this. I think I'll get it lined or taped before I have to go. It's a race against the clock. Ah! I don't like racing against the clock. Ah! It gives me motivation, but I don't like racing. It scares me. Because I don't want to, like, mess up on something. Gosh, the duct tape sticks really well. Like, really, really well. I hope I can get it off later. Please let it come off later. This whole rushing. It'll come off. I'm pretty sure it'll come off. Because the weather's been cooler, it won't stick as much, I think. I think we'll be good. I think we'll be gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Here, you want to see the inside so far? It's working out. We're getting it done. Absolutely, you're getting it done. And I'm gonna need lotion after this. It's like pulling on my skin so much, the tape. I'm gonna need a lot of lotion after this. Need some cocoa butter or something. Remember in chat, I know there's like one person watching, but how are you doing? Hope you're having a nice day. Heck yeah. I'm on this side of the clock today. Instead of being on at night, I'm on in the daytime. It feels weird being on this middle of the day. Plus, it's a school week, like a school day. So that's really weird for me to be on the day in the daytime. But I hope everybody's doing well. That's popping into chat here a little bit. Grabbing some lunch today. And whew, my heart. Wow, that scared me. The phone. It says, time to sell your soul to your job. Perfect. You know what? I'm going to give it 5 more minutes because I can. Because I don't have to leave. I technically don't have to leave right now, but I should leave in like no later than 20 minutes from now. So. But I'd say the head's basically taped up inside. Excuse me. Got hiccups. Sorry about that. I think we're looking pretty good. All that being said, you know, not too bad. I think that works. And that works. Yeah, I think it looks really good. What is with this lighting in here? It's like making me look really dark. Why is it doing that? Why is it making me look so dark? Why is it so dark in here? Holy frick. There, that's a little better. Man, it was really dark. I mean, I know that the ambiance is dark, but good grief, that was really dark. Okay, I think the head is taped up, and we are ready to see how we did. I'll even show you what the inside of the fursuit head looks like through the vision as well. So, just a minute, I will show you what it looks like so far. Okay. Good, good, good. more spots of tape, just a little bit more. Fortunately, the taping on the outside of the fursuit head is already done. The fur for it is right here. Like, this is the costume's face. I'm literally holding the costume's face. So, yeah, where's the other eye? That's the one eye, that's the other eye, so that's the face. I skinned the fursuit head. A little more tape. And we'll be all set and ready to go. Tiny bit more right here. Like that. I don't need lotion after this. My hands are getting kind of a little sore from pulling all this duct tape. Just a small bit more and we're finished. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Let's go with that. Alright, that looks good. And one more piece and I think we're done. Check messages here because I know people are probably in chat talking to me and I don't want to ignore anybody. Let's see. Morning, hope you're well. Blue Lion Fur, hi, I am doing very well. It's currently just after 1 where I am, so good morning to you. I think you're probably 3 hours behind me, so good morning, good morning. Tommy Mecco says, when do you predict you'll be able to do YouTube full time? Let's see. That is a good question. I thought last year I was going to be able to do it this year. This is what would have to happen. I would have to be able to have routes of income constantly every month. So I would need to earn what I'm earning now. So I'd have to earn about $2,020 a month. Not $20,000, $2,020 a month. Technically not that amount, but that's how much I have to have on hand to pay for all the bills. Now my mate does pay part of that, so cut that in half. I would need to make about $1,010 or basically $1,000 a month to do YouTube full time. Right now I'm earning about. I'm trying to think. I hate having to deal with money all the time, like everything, like saying like, well, this is how much, because I feel like money is in everything, and it's kind of annoying because you want to put your passion and your creativity into stuff, and you're like, well, I can't really do that unless I have a way to support myself to do it. But I'm earning about $160 a month, $200 on some months from YouTube. That's ad revenue. That's like the what the heck is it called? The AdSense from ads. Because I have 2 YouTube channels. I have an older one, and then I have this one. So yeah. This one earns almost as much, if not more, than the old channel. The old channel was about coins, US history, stuff like that. This one, of course, is about fursuiting, having fun, positivity, furry content, that kind of thing. Yeah. But I want this to be my flagship channel. The older channel, I can't really reconnect with it like I did. I just don't feel connected to my old YouTube channel. This one I do feel much more connected. And I feel like this is the one I should stick with and try to nurture and grow. But I will go back to the other channel and make some videos on that one too. Probably make that one like a exploration and taking trips around the world kind of channel. Yeah, like exploring like old structures and stuff like that. Urban exploring. That'll be the what the other channel will become. Yeah. But I would say at this rate, if my subscriber count gets bigger and I start offering things like memberships and I start having merch that I can consistently have flowing, I'd say another year I could do YouTube full time, but I have to really grind. I would have to really grind to do it full time. Like, I would have to get out, I would have to make sure I have memberships, constantly have income coming in from somewhere, or I would have to go back to working again. And then that would start cutting into my content making. Which makes me sad. I don't like to have to stop making videos to go to work at a day job. It makes me really sad. So that looks pretty good. I think we'll add one more piece of tape and then we'll be done. I keep saying that, but I think this is the final thing. Just here. Just there. Like, I think his name's Beta Delato Dragon. Basically Beta. Most of you know who Beta is, I think. The YouTuber streamer. For a while, I think it was about 2 years ago, he was not a full-time content creator. He still had a regular job, too. And he had on his Patreon, he's like, help me go become a full-time creator by reaching this amount per month. I'm like, Because ultimately, I just want to have, like, the ability to have the time to work on my passions and do stuff like creating. So, I'd say in another year. At this rate, if I can keep grinding by this time next year. And I think we'll just stop right here, because I think I gotta get going, so we'll stop right there. That should be good, right? One more tape for good luck. Promise this is the final piece. This is the final piece of tape. And there it is. Alright, we did it. We finished patterning the lining. We had two kinds of tapes. I started with painter's tape, which is the blue tape, and I switched over to M3 brand. This is my favorite brand of tape, M3 brand. It's shiny, but also sticks really well. And it's kind of affordable. And this will have a silk lining put inside. So when this is, when we come back later tonight, I guess I'll try streaming some more and see the vents on the back of the ears. Those will be where the air flows, and that'll be covered with fur, except on the outside. The outside will actually have the vents visible, but they'll be camouflaged, so you won't actually see the vents. It's a neat little trick, keeps fursuit heads from overheating, and I think it's going to be amazing. So, everybody, unfortunately, I do have to get going. I have to go to my day job, but I want to thank everybody for showing up for this little stream in the afternoon. Something a little different I thought I'd try. I'll be back later tonight, I suppose, with some more stuff. But if any of you are new and would like to follow along as I create stuff, give it a like, give the stream a like, and follow, drop a subscribe to the stuff, to the channel. Nose comes off. But everybody, thank you for joining, and I'll catch you all in the next video or live stream. So then, everybody, I'm Coaster. I will see everybody in the next video. Bye-bye.